Rollin', 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 rollin'.
The name of the show is Bowling for Dollars.
There's people here that bowl and love bowling and want to watch bowling.
And Detroit TV station WADL thought they'd give the classic show another frame.
I grew up watching it with my grandpa.
Roll!
I'm so excited to see Bowling for Dollars on TV again.
Hey, hold on a second, we got to get your pin pal.
To have my name chosen as a pin pal just pushed me over the top.
Welcome to the all-new Bowling for Dollars.
Yeah, Bowling for Dollars was back. But there's one problem.
I have not received a dime.
There's bowling, but where are the dollars?
You never got your money.
No.
Why wouldn't we be expected to be paid?
This is Jay. He runs a public access television station called CMN TV. He's been at it for 30 years. Last year, Jay was approached by this man, Gary May, an Emmy Award-winning producer. Gary wanted to hire CMN TV to provide 5 cameras, a mobile control room, and a crew to work on the new Bowling for Dollars program set to air on WADL. CMN TV worked the pilot program and got paid.
The check we got was from WADL.
The pilot was a success. It was hosted by Bowling for Dollars original MC, Bob Allison. Got a whole bunch of good press and brought back a whole lot of good memories for everyone who grew up in Metro Detroit. Bowling for Dollars was a huge hit in the 70s and 80s, so the management at WADL gave the new show the green light. WADL hired sportscaster Matt Derry as the new host, with the blessing of WADL TV's owner and CEO, Kevin Adele. Also on the show was DJ Holly Hutton and co-host Bowling Big Shot Jackie Bowling.
When we sat there and negotiated, everybody was on the same page.
The new Bowling for Dollars was shot on location at different bowling alleys around Metro Detroit. 3 episodes per production day were taped.
We shot in August, September, and October, 5 more shoots, totaling an invoice of about $11,500.
Peter was a production assistant.
I worked on every single show, from the very first episode to the very last one.
It's time to bowl for dollars.
The show started airing on WADL Sunday nights last fall. The format is much the same as the original. Bowling contestants are introduced one at a time. A viewer at home who'd filled out a contestant form from the station's website is chosen as the bowler's pin pal. If the bowler throws 2 strikes in a row, it's a jackpot. The money is split between the bowler and the pin pal.
Well, they promised me $800.
Sherry was a pin pal and was excited when she got a call from the associate producer of the show.
And I'm like, you're kidding me. No way. And she said, you'll probably get your check in about 30 days.
It said Harry Laughlin right on the screen, Ann Arbor, Michigan, that's me.
Harry was also a pin pal. He'd been told he'd won $375.
So I was excited, I won $375.
But the money never came.
I'm still waiting for my money.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right what they're doing.
And if you have any doubt, some pinhead really messed up here. Take a look at this.
Next contestant, we'll see if they're in green. On the all-new Bowling for Dollars, it's John Kurtz of Farmington.
Here's an episode that aired last fall. This is John. How nice is this guy? He's a volunteer high school bowling coach.
What kind of numbers are we looking at for you? What's your average? I'm around 230. 230? Man, hopefully we might run out of money today, folks.
You could say that again. You could probably guess what happens next.
It is. That's $500 for John.
This aired on TV, yet John never got his money.
Let the 60 days go by, I gave them a couple weeks, contacted them in December, there was no response. I let it go to January, and once again there was no response.
No response because all of a sudden, the show stopped airing. Producer Gary May.
The cost of doing shows was not something the ownership and the management of the station wanted to take on any longer, so they pulled it from air.
Yeah, that's the way it goes in the TV biz, but remember, this is a show called Bowling for Dollars.
Haven't seen a dime.
Jackie Bowling didn't get her money either. She even has a contract on WADL letterhead.
So you did a whole bunch of these shows, and then you didn't get paid a dime.
No.
Peter, the production assistant, got stiffed as well.
I was supposed to make $100 per day, so by the end I was supposed to get $500.
Sometime in December we got an email from Gary saying that anyone who's owed money, and that included us and any of the freelancers, were being offered a 50% take it or leave it offer by the station management.
Both Jay and Jackie Bowling turned down the 50 cents on the dollar deal, but Peter needs the money.
So you accepted the 50% offer?
Yes.
And did you get your money?
Nope, not at all. I did not receive my 50% offer.
So what's going on here? I went to Gary May's house to speak with him.
I've been getting paid. Some of the people got paid, some others haven't, but I understand from the management at WADL that they've worked out or are working out some deals to negotiate a payout on the remaining balances due.
The day after I met with Gary May, I had planned on going down to WADL TV, but I never got the chance. Instead, I got a phone call from the owner of the TV station, and he wasn't happy. Kevin Adele told me there was no story. 70% of the people were paid. The others would have to fight it out with his lawyers. And it seems from the letters I began receiving from WADL's lawyers, they were ready to fight me as well. Then, last Friday, I got another call from Kevin Adele. This time, he told me he fired Gary May, and now, somehow, I was a hero. Check out this press release. WADL Detroit fires Emmy Award-winning producer Gary May, who was escorted out of the office for misconduct. WADL wishes to thank Fox 2 News and Rob Wolchek for prompting an investigation. A few days later, I got this contestant pin pal form. Here's WADL's attorney, William McHenry, to explain.
Everyone's supposed to be picked by random. Well, we're finding out that at least one contestant was not picked by random. Somebody wrote, "Pick this guy."
McHenry says this form, along with the fact that some people associated with the show filed lawsuits against the station, have delayed payments.
Once the lawsuits got filed, it kind of put a timeout on everything because now the lawyers are involved. And you know how much the lawyers know about this Bowling for Dollars show? Like zero.
McHenry says all people that believe they are owed money need to contact him.
If somebody's supposed to get paid, they're going to get paid. All right? If they're not supposed to get paid, they're not going to get paid.
Gary May says WADL is just throwing him under the bus. He wrote me this statement. I don't know why I was terminated from WADL. There was no explanation given. I don't know why management chose not to pay invoices for our crew or contestants that won money. No production ever took place without station authorization. Jackie Bowling, the show's co-host, says all of this is just a damn shame. This isn't about money. This is about bowling.
We had a lot of interest. There were people watching the show, applying to be on the show, still asking to be on the show, and I'm still like, I don't know if we're coming back.